Hello, my beautiful Virgo friends. Welcome to Magic and Musings. If you are new to the space, welcome here. And if you are or have been hanging around with me for a bit, then welcome back. So today is going to be a general check-in on the social, interesting. A general what is going on with my freaking words right now? A general check-in for the solar eclipse in Libra. So this might not resonate with everyone, and if you were drawn to this video, even if you're not Virgo or you don't have it in your placements, if you're drawn to this, then there's a message in there for you. Watch from beginning to end, because things are said at the beginning that may not make sense until the end. And read the description a few days after or whenever you see this, because things are added as they come through in the description as well, especially if it pertains to music and movies and all that sort of thing. So let's take a moment. I just want to speak to this because this is really bizarre. There's this energy of like not being able to get my words out right, or the words being discombobulated, or so maybe something about communication. So it'll be interesting to see what comes through. But let's take a moment to here we go, lights. I'm in my nook, so it's a bit dark in here. Just take a couple of deep breaths, maybe even ground our energy a bit, planting your feet on the ground, shutting your eyes only if you feel comfortable to. Virgo is an earth sign, so maybe there's a need to ground even more during this time of the solar eclipse in Libra. I wanted to say Pisces, so Pisces might be significant here. And just finding ways to, bring yourself to calm, to regulate, whether that be with meditation, with whatever modality feels resonant with you. And let's just bring ourselves slowly back into the space, taking your time. Usually these somatic practices are done a lot slower, but for the purpose of these videos, because these 12 signs that have to be done, I'm just doing this very quickly. But it is all good. Okay, so let's use the oracles. I've already shuffled, done all the shuffling and whatnot. So yeah, let's use the oracles to get a overview of what's going on for the Virgo collective or anyone watching this video. So there's something coming in quick. There's something about like lightning quickness, because it just dropped out. We've got South Node or past on the bottom of the deck, and the South Node is in there's a connection between South Node at the moment and the eclipse, so things from the past might be coming up for you, possibly to do with home, 4th house. And we've also got Pinnacle, midheaven. So this is about for some this could be the literal meaning. It could be about something reaching its peak, but midheavens can speak about purpose, or how we're what our purpose is here, like what we're here to do, or how we're here to show up in the world, and how people see us and perceive us. So excuse me, I want to say threes are significant here, and threes can speak of, in the tarot anyway, numerology is a whole different ball. Let's just see if it says what about threes in here. You know what? I really need to read these books. Let's see if it has the numerology breakdown in this book. I know it's in one of my books. I'm just not sure which one. So in this one, it speaks of creativity, but number 3 in the tarot is about groups, about connections, about more than 2 connections and community, but can speak of 3 different energies as well. So South, oh, for God's sake. Something about South, maybe it's about South Node, maybe it's about the past, but there's something here about connections, because the solar eclipse in Libra is about bringing balance to connections, bringing harmony into our world in terms of how we deal with and how we relate to people and ourselves as well. It's about, if you look at the tarot, like fairness and bringing in equality and equilibrium. And this, you know, this could be pertaining to your connections at home, like family, or even people from the past who felt like home. I want to actually read the that part with, sorry, the midheaven and how this relates to this. So this could be about traditions, and because I'm just looking at it from the perspective of what's showing up here. So this could be about family traditions or family expectations, other people's expectations, or people who feel like family, just connections in general. And then that, if that is feeling aligned with either your purpose or there's a questioning of like how to like how something about showing up, like how you're showing up or how others are showing up and how that's being perceived. Let's get some clarity with the tarot here. As I said, I've already shuffled, but I will give it one good shuffle. Alright, so what do our Virgos need to know? What is going on here? What needs to be reflected on? Something about fantasy here. Yeah, there's something about Ten of Cups, Page of Cups in the shadow. Just wanting happiness in your connections. Or happiness is probably not the right word or phrasing that word. I don't know. Like fulfillment, like being fulfilled. Whether this has to do with your purpose or your perceived purpose. Let's get one more. Alrighty. I said one. Alrighty. Let's take it. Okay. So, So there's a lot of water energy here, which as in cups, which speak to an emotional things of an emotional nature, or just feeling fulfilled and feeling contentment within your connections. Perhaps there's you know, an aspect of immaturity, or just like questioning whether connections are feeling fulfilled or feeling in alignment, based on the fact that you may be experiencing or wanting to move into a different type of space, moving into a space of wanting to connect with people on that level, on a deeper level. But there's something here about past energy, and there's something about releasing things that are no longer in alignment with you, things that have been, for some, either addictive, as in like connections have been something about temptation here, but like being addicted to connections, like having a codependency on connections that might not have been nurturing to some extent, comforting. With the Queen of Cups here, she's a energy of, you know, nurturing and caring for. So you may be reflecting on whether you there's a bit of, there's some people involved here, is what I'm sensing. If I look at it straight up as what it is, two feminine energies in particular. One's supportive, one's not. And also a younger energy, a more youthful, might be someone younger than you. But bottom of the deck, we've got the Six of Wands. I feel like there's a questioning of whether these connections or these people in your energy are supportive of you, are filling your cup, your emotional cup, I should say. Devil card here with the South Node. There may be something, this might be past connections that you've dealt with, or because solar eclipses do bring out things, you know, to be reassessed. Perhaps these energies, that doesn't have to be people, but it could be, you know, contemplations of self coming up to be reassessed, as in, are they feeling aligned? Do they feel fulfilling? And literally questioning whether there are whether there's harmony, whether Whether the people around you have good intentions or are nurturing this relationship or these connections. Do they nurture? Do they help or hinder? And there's something about like ways of being perhaps in the past. This is really interesting. Perhaps there is an energy of disconnection here that you may need to be aware of. Perhaps that's what it is there's a lot of releasing energy here. This might be people that, or energies that are no longer in your life, and might be coming back up, and you're questioning it to some degree, or this is an opportunity for you to actually work through it and release it. But I feel like whatever you're dealing with, you're in a good space yourself. As in you might be moving through a few setbacks, or there might be some temptations to step back into old habits and old patterns or old belief systems or ways of being. But with the Devil card here in this shadow, you're finding like some sort of freedom from it. There's an aspect of liberation from anything that doesn't feel aligned, from any energies that Temperance is wanting to come out here, like finding balance with any type of conflict. So there's just a need to see it from that perspective of nurturing, from compassion, from being secure within yourself. And with all that water energy, just listening to or tuning into or being with your own intuition, trusting your intuition. Because there is a little bit of there's some interesting energies here. So there's a need to, for some, just take a step back. But this might also have to do with finding purpose, and whatever that looks like for you, right? Like leaning into connections that feel aligned, like they feel harmonious, or they feel like, trying really hard to sidestep that whole purpose vibe, but it's just coming out strong here. Like, do connections, do people in your connections, or people who are wanting to come back into your life, are they part of your journey? There's a better way of saying it. Are they part of your journey? Are they part of what you're here to do? Or are they, as I think I said it before, are they helping or hindering? Are they distracting from this pathway that you see for yourself, or that you are kind of wanting to cultivate? I've just seen Taurus at the bottom. You're wanting to cultivate. What was that one? Yeah, you're wanting to cultivate a particular type of energy, and wanting to be in alignment with life itself. And I feel the more you can lean into just continuing like the reflection process and the querying, you know, doing self-enquiry and just being in spaciousness and tuning into your intuition, there will be some type of revelation with this lovely eclipse energy we have. Things will become clear. Let's see what we can get from the Moonology. I'll just shuffle once. And of course, if this doesn't resonate, it is not your story. But if it does, then let us know in the comments below. All right, what other messages do we have for our Virgos? It's time to release it's time to release negativity. Full moon in Scorpio. Man, this card is coming up for everybody. Well, not surprisingly, it's freaking solar eclipse. Expect powerful changes, and that's it's time to release negativity. Negativity. What is going on? Yeah, so there is something here about communication coming in. And it might be like verbal vomit, like blah, 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 blah. It might not make sense, and then perhaps you're questioning like, bitch, what? You know, we've got work through your fears. So perhaps whatever this energy is like they're not able to necessarily articulate themselves for some reason, and then this is bringing up past behavior. Or past experiences, and then yeah, questioning are they in alignment with me? Like, what's this vibe about? You've got two Scorpio cards here, one in new moon, one in full moon, and there was that was going to be said about Scorpio and death and rebirth. So things coming to an end. This is solar eclipse season, or eclipse season, I should say. So things coming to an end that are no longer in alignment with you. So I don't feel like you necessarily have to do anything apart from just trusting yourself and being in that reflective state, being in that contemplative state, because things will be shown to you. The answers you need are coming. Full moon in Gemini. So even if you're in this space of indecisiveness about this, the more you can tune into your own frequency and be with yourself, and, you know, allow times where you can separate yourself from thought, things will be shown to you. One more. A personal issue reaches resolution, again with full moon in Cancer. Cancer vibes have been coming through strong, so interesting. All right, one shuffle. See what the numerology has to say. Numerology deck, I should say. Okay. Anything else for our Virgos? We've got synchronicity. And I think I said at the start the threes, but it could be in the form of, so you could be seeing threes, or threes are significant, but you could be hearing like music, or this, there could be synchronicities around music. And we've also got the leadership card here. So yeah, that Queen of Cups energy of just being in your own space, like being with yourself and trusting your own intuition. I want to get one more. I say Emperor vibes in this one? No, maybe not. Maybe that was, well, Leo. So getting one more for the Virgo collective. I said one. One, please. No, we're very chatty. I'm just going to do a split. Maybe get out in nature. You know, tune into, and perhaps being in nature, exploring what that looks like for you. You'll either see these synchronicities show up for you, or it might be exactly what you need, just spending time in nature, being by yourself. They've also got the health card, and again, compassion. You know, so like being in your own space, being in your own vibe. Coming back home wants to be said with that home card here. So going within and tuning into what your, for some, what your needs are. And if those things that are showing up aren't meeting those needs or aren't meeting you where you're at, then they may need to fall away. All right, my darling Virgos, that is it for today. Thank you so much for being here. And if any of this did resonate with you, let a girl know and comment below, or like, share, subscribe. Do be sure to check out your other aspects as well if I've shared them, to get a bit of an overview of what's going on. But yeah, other than that, thank you so much for being here, and I will catch you in the next video.